Vanessa's not working today. Mac is a headache, and I'm never gonna play Dooley in my life. So I'm gonna try Pig. Never used Pig in ranked. I usually just use Vanessa. Mac is my secondary character, and I have played some with Dooley when I first got him, but never was my main go-to guy. And I've been trying Pig a little more lately, to the point that I'm wanting to try him out in ranked and see if I can get a better run on here than I've gotten anybody else today. This is actually interesting to me. I probably want to do something. Oh yeah. Dog run. Oh, we could just do Square Pig. I'm gonna buy all this. I'm not gonna try to scale the dog too much until I have him silver, because I could just sell right now, right? And get the spare change and start juicing him up a little bit. Let's look for Silk Scarf from this guy. Because, I mean, quite technically, we could sell a bunch of smalls, gumballs, chocolate bars, all that stuff, scale up dog, and also scale up scarf. And if you're going to do scarf, I mean, really, usually you're looking to go for spiky shields, like, or Crusher Claw if you really wanted to. That's kind of like the Pig thing right now, late game, because you just are kind of unstoppable. If you want to go fort, especially, you're just super tanky. Someone can't burst you down fast enough, then you just go off and clobber them for 1 billion damage. Could be an option, and I will say, bear with me as we play here, because again, I'm not as much of a Pig player. So, we'll have to figure some things out. Strength, though, is interesting. You have 35 max health for each non-weapon you have. Well, right now, that's not going to do anything for me. I'd like extra regen, but I don't want to roll, and just 10 extra strength, damage there. Not bad. I don't have any toys. I do have a friend here, so I could use that. I'll save that for now. Again, I don't really want to scale this guy up particularly until I can get him to silver at least. A small weapon. If I can get like 2 smalls to put on board that get scaled by these lumboards, I would think about it. That's not what I'm looking for at all. Piggles could be something if I want to start getting Piggles. I don't think I do, though. And then Steam Ladle if I want to try to go freeze with all that, which I would be very interested in that. So I will actually buy it. I'm not going to put it on board, though, and it's not expressly what I'm heading towards. You are a 7-second cooldown, you're 7 seconds, so same thing, because you are both base 10. So let's use the dog, because I think he's a cute little guy, and I think I want to put him on board for day 1, even if it makes me lose. Why not? It's the best we got. Yeah, I mean, if we're just going to go Square Pig, what you got? Just immediate tanky yanky? Okay. Interesting. We could do that. I have tried Square Pig. It can be very fun. You know, you just get like a crook. You can go snowmobile. I mean, you could even put some Jabalian drum on the board too, and then have the rest square instead of going total square. Because I've done where I've done it before and scaled dog and regal blade, and then had crook and whatnot, and it can hit really hard. It can be very fun, but you know, it's not. That was a very close fight there, by the way. That was really good. I was kind of holding my breath. It's not expressly what I'm looking for today, especially. I mean, it's not actually that countered by dinosaurs, because you usually only have like 5 items, right? If you're doing all square. So dinosaurs a lot of times have 5 on board, or just 4 on board. So you won't even get your stuff destroyed in some cases. Non-weapons? Do I want non-weapons? I'm trying to think. Some stuff I might want to scale up, but for the most part, I'm kind of like, just give me more spare change, which I can sell into dog, and then let's look for... This is going to be really silly. But I'm going to do this really quick. I need an extra space. You can get 5 small treats from Lick It, and then we can take our fight, and I'll just do Giant Mosquito, because I wouldn't mind his skill. First time you use an item each fight, hates one weapon, could be good for us. Once we sell this, we'll get some spare change. If I can get him to silver and we have all those smalls in our inventory, we could really jack him up before the next PvP fight, and especially with Lumbor scaling live in fight, we could get a really strong dog before that. So I'm going to save our money, we'll have some spare change and stuff to sell, see whatever we get from this guy. I'll have to sell something that's small out of my inventory so I can hold whatever he gives me, unless he gives me one of his skills. And then, yeah, that's kind of peak. Just get the extra health. The red gumballs too are actually nice because it's having extra damage we can get. I like income, but again, I really want to try to get a dog here. Will this give me silver spare change when I sell this? I'm not completely sure, but also I might just literally keep it for the day. That wouldn't be bad too for the slowing at the end. I could even get Boomerang to try to scale after that in future PvE fights. We're not healing or anything to scale Kukri right now, so it's not exactly what I'm looking for there. But if I sell some weapons, I can get Regal Blade up. Let's go ahead. No, I'm not gonna go too brazy mode on that. I was thinking of buying 2 small weapons. Just give me a bronze tier item. Maybe it'll be a dog. Maybe I'll get lucky for once. No. In fact, that is the least useful thing we could possibly get right now for the current board that we have. But I'm just waiting to see if I get anything else in here. Yo-Yo could be interesting for later. And we do have Piggles too. We don't have the fastest items, but this does multicast and scale Yo-Yo up. So that could actually be something. I'm going to sell that because I don't intend on keeping it. I have a little bit of money here to look around because then we could put Halliday on board too and get something else to multicast. That could go crazy for the Yo-Yo, and multicasting scaling will be nice. And you're like, oh, but you have Briefcase. What do you mean you're going to put that on board? I'm going to sell Briefcase. I'm going to roll everything down here is what the idea is. Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. So return on investment there. Just get dog up to 61. Not particularly peak, but hey, we scaled everything a little bit. We do already have strength, so we start everything a little higher. And we can get this charging a little bit. It takes a while because these are longer cooldown items, but a lot of Pig's items are longer cooldown. This guy lost day 1, so hopefully he just didn't have a good build to begin with, and hopefully he couldn't stabilize day 2 yet. Looks like he's going to do some life preserver stuff. It is a bronze life preserver though, so it's only going to bring him back at 200, but that burn is actually really scary just because we don't have any daily ability to heal or anything. It's nice that the slow hit our Yo-Yo. Unfortunately, I hit the Halliday the second time around because we wanted to hit the thing that we can charge. We should be able to kill him right here, right? If I can... Oh, right, Yo-Yo. So we still lose? No, we gotta go. Oh my god. Okay, we wouldn't have died. No, that would have burned us out, yeah. Okay. Not on that tick, obviously, but before it ran out of ticks, it would have got us. So that was really close, but that's okay. That's why I really wanted to get stuff to silver so I could start scaling faster. Again, chocolate bar is really good. If I'm going wide weapon, I can just get the chocolate bars and keep scaling low bro right here. But I would like to get him leveled up before I keep investing time into scaling him. But also just getting health is nice. But I do want to look for some kind of healing item, especially if it's one I'm going to scale later on. And this isn't the worst thing in the world. Silver Washawali is interesting too. And Succulence is not actually a terrible thing. Like, do you even want to roll this for 4? Because, like, what am I looking to get? Hyper Greens? A money tree? Like, there's some stuff that I could quite technically do. But if I'm going weapons right now, I don't think Sheep particularly would have anything for that too much. Some extra health would be nice, but again, I want to try to get these items, yes, upgraded. I wish I could have got this last day. We would have really been ahead of the curve right now, but that doubles his scaling, which is very nice for us. And we can put a little bro out there once we get the board expanded. Wash quality, interesting. We're not going to need properties right now, so it's not too useful for us. When you buy this, get a truffle, so it's something else I could sell to scale this guy up a little more, which interests me a little bit. This also interests me a little bit. Just for a little bit of survivability, perhaps. Yeah. That's where you want to get put. We'll skip the rest for now, because that was kind of an expensive chain of events. I think I can take this guy. Maybe that's wrong. He has a lot of burst. I'm thinking that we can charge this a little bit here and there, and it's 100 shield, which is very good, so I can suck up just 100 of his damage there, scale up our damage a little bit, see we charge it up, we can get it off again, suck up the rest of his damage is going to come out there, charge it up again once we get these items to go off. It's definitely going to be a little closer than I prefer. Come on, get the shield out there. Okay, we got the shield. We should be able to hit him here. Yeah, we'll be fine, because he ran out of ammo anyways. Crit chance would not be bad. I'm mostly just going here for the extra gold that we get from that fight. And Uzi 2-second weapon that we can scale up a little more too. Put that next to Yo-Yo. Get some more going there. It's actually interesting. Want to get more health, but want to look at weapons too. I have a few things I could sell. And there's Crook if we are really staying medium, which at least right now it seems we kind of are. I could even go with Slingshot here and really charge Yo-Yo, get some extra ammo on it. Let's think. You need to go off 3 times to be more than what we're getting from Crook just at base. So I'd rather just have Crook right now. But do I want to sell something and look for any more upgrades? Not particularly, because I don't have the most to buy with after that. And then upgrade a bronze. So let me put this on board. I'm going to take this off, put Uzi in so we can get this Yo-Yo going off faster. Wish this was at silver right now because it's not scaling the greatest anymore. And in fact, I could even take it off since it's not scaling the greatest. But at the same time, you're already getting 32, bonus damage from Crook here. So, I mean, yeah. I don't even actually have to have you as our medium. Like, that takes things down a little bit. But then I could just put in weights. I don't have any healing right now, which is the only thing that I'm like, it's not as good. Because this is going to scale our damage, though. Every 6 seconds, it pops us up by 10. Every 7 seconds, you're popping us up by 10. So technically, this scales faster. The only thing is that I don't have a multicast going off on the side of this to make it go off even faster. And the damage coming in from the Lumbors. So I do think the Lumbors is still the right option for the next fight. And then we'll see what we want to do here. And in fact, let's definitely make sure the Lumbors is the right option and just take it to silver. I want to upgrade that Yo-Yo too, get it charging 2 seconds. But if it doesn't have as much damage as possible, then it won't be that big of a deal anyways. I'm honestly willing to roll down from these two here just to get this seminar. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So now that makes it to where we could technically go in Money Triangle because it's already starting at silver. We got some income from that. We're just going to go ahead and pawn that off. This guy has only won day 2, so he is probably on board or online quite well now because he has his core on board, which is a little bit scary. He does have the core, so a lot of charging. Rex Specs is going to destroy something. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, no, so he's not going to destroy anything. That's kind of peak. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was saying at the beginning of this video, where I was telling you, if we have less... Okay, Jesus, I scared there for a second. I was like, if we have less items, which on a board like this you oftentimes do, than their dinosaur board, which to be fair, he's not like full dinosaur yet. If he was, he would have destroyed something. Then they just can't destroy anything because you have less items than them. So that was peak luck for us right there. Keeps us smooth sailing a little bit here. Unfortunately, we got this in the first half of the day. Like the idea of medium and large items. Really like the idea of chalky bars too. I'm kind of leaning towards seeing if I can get this money tree somewhere, but
I love them all.
Yeah.
I'll never resell this.
There's Jabalion. And there's bees too. When your enemy uses a weapon, charge your bees 2 seconds. When you buy this, get 2 busy bees. When you buy a property, your busy bees gain damage. This is fascinating to me. I'm even like, we could do bees Jabalion. So every time you use a weapon, your weapons gain 3 damage for the fight. And you use a weapon, haste it for 1 second. So we could get hasted bees. And charge the bees. I mean, it would be a good combo there. 100% I'm going this. And I think I would really like to go Beehive as well. So I'm like, let's think about how this would even look on board. I like Dog, but he's a slower weapon. We definitely want Yo-Yo out there. And I like the idea of keeping Uzi out there. We just need to try to find a way to get more ammo on it. But the amount that it can give us scaling really quick, at least for the first time it goes off, and charge this guy, which is more we can charge this, more we get haste on it to make itself go anyways, is very nice. We're not going to want that anymore, so we can go more of our weapons here, which makes me want to sell the money tree, just so I can buy the Beehive. And, yeah. Question is, we keep Beehive on board. You're still 7 seconds. Instead of Dog, we could run 2 bees and try to get something faster. Like, I like the idea of Lumbors still. You're out. You're not coming back, most
Really
likely.
nice size, but I guess I'll take it.
7 seconds. If they're not a weapon board, then won't be as good. But we can definitely pump these guys up. Because I could just put you in. The only problem is you don't have as much scaling, but of course you can scale off of this. With everything going off. Probably better off. But it depends how much you guys are actually getting charged. I think this is still better. Because we can't guarantee how much this gets charged. But then this is always going to be going off really, really quickly until it runs out of ammo. I'm even considering, for now, like I could do that to get even more scaling. Which I think I might do. You just lose the charge on these guys, but I think that's not the worst thing in the world. 3 spare change? I mean, for dog, yeah, the spare change is nice, but... Oh, yeah, I was in that shop. I should have actually bought that because the spare change would have been worth 1 extra. But that's fine. At this point, we need to find properties now for the busy bees to start getting them scaled. We don't want to fight that. That virus will shut us down. But we need to test ourselves against Blood Reef Raider. We'll definitely beat him 100%. I would take his gold bar, his invuln potion is possibly even something I could put on board. And that gets going pretty quick. I need to get... Man, look at that going off. And when those go off, yeah. Then we're just out of... I mean, by the time we're about to run out of Uzi there, it's already hitting for 94 on its last hit. It's charged this guy several times. And how many times did that go off there? 231, 227. So it's definitely these guys doing the most for us. We need to get this yo-yo charging even faster, so we need to get it ranked up. And that revolver is actually an interesting proposition before these bees are that strong. Like, we could wait until the bees are stronger, you know, before we put them in too much. And just go like that is an interesting idea. The degree that I'll probably end up doing it. Let's do... Okay. That'll level us. Get a skill, hopefully some kind of weapon skill. When you use a weapon, your shield items gain shield. Good if we get a shield and enchant later, but we're not 100% on that. When your weapons cooldowns are reduced by 5% for frozen. Not particularly what we want. Leftmost item, burn 2. I don't think that counts as this going off, but then we could burn 2 with one of these two. Particularly that, I guess it would be, but that's not that big of a deal. User property, adjacent items gain crit chance. I don't think this works, because this is not use. Yeah. So I guess we'll just grab this for now. Push this over and get Uzi going off with that. And see if we can get another Jabalion. Or... Yeah, I'll take that. You're a 2 roll, right? Okay. We can sell some stuff. I don't think you're coming back. I don't think either of you are ever going to be sticking around. You're interesting to get a little bit of extra health, but you're only bronze, so you're not that much health anyways. And it's not like I'm caring about scaling dog at this point. Belt for late game? I mean, not like I'm looking at double whammy or anything. Silk, interesting. Yeah, so nothing quite there for us, I don't think. 1 win, okay. Please be doing very bad so that I can punch you in the face. I mean, Jabalion is really good. I feel like we're going to hit really hard, but he's got some really good burst, a little bit of heals. Just depends how well we can burst him. Oh, he has a lot of health. Here comes the big burst right here. Yep, there it is. Okay. Imagine if this thing was charging 2 seconds. We would be peak, but that is exactly what we're looking for. I mean, Lumbors can even stay on board for probably till at least 7 wins if I can get them gold. But they're probably only looking at like 1 more day if I can't get them to gold. But that extra little bit of scaling, 20 bit coming out there is very nice. I have some nice gold. There's so many times where I'm about to hit the next level, and I don't because I didn't take this node. And so I'm just going to start taking it. I'm done getting put behind because of that. Really like the temporary here to just get 25 on everything to start with, even though I could do HP too, but it's only 98 at this point in the game. I'd rather just start off quicker for our next fight so we can keep trying to roll with wins here. And this guy has rocket boots. So if we could sell his rocket boots, we get an extra second of haste on our Jabalion drum. That would be peak. So that's what I want to look for there. He also has this, when you crit with an item, reload another item 1 ammo. So quite technically we could reload these guys off of each other. which could be kind of monumental for us. But we're just going to get crit chance, which is completely fine. I'll even put that on the yo-yo there. Move that back over. I like that. It's just money. But I also just like a silver item in case it's one of the ones we have. Or that. Or that. That'll get us... Yeah. I don't even think I'm going to go bees at this point. Like... I don't know. I don't see... Even if I did, I probably wouldn't put Hive in, you know? Healer region could be nice. Mediums, I want to see if I can get these Lumbors to go for the next fight. You're a property. If I really want to buy you for Beehive, I'm kind of, I don't think I'm going bees. Buy this, get too busy bees. Yeah. Wait, do I want to spend... I'll spend 4. You're interesting too. Uh-huh. You're very interesting, but... I mean, if I don't want to go bees... Honestly? Kill these bees. You would not believe this, but I'm not doing that. And get this guy on board. Because he's a 2-time... Yep, perfect. He's a 2 times multicast at the very least, and potentially a 3 times multicast, right? So that could be really, really big. Okay. So that's going to be our angle for now. And that's just going to have to be an immediate yes to that. It was a non-weapon shop anyway for Kina there, so we could have gotten our volume draw, which would have been peak, but there's no guarantee of that. And that's perfect. Charging 2 seconds now with that yo-yo. And it has a little bit of crit chance, so... I mean, our board has gotten consistently better. We've done good. And actually keeping up, we've gotten lucky is the biggest thing. I've just gotten not so unlucky in all my runs today, where I've not been getting... Oh, I don't know if we can beat this guy because he has a golden life preserver. Yeah, I think we're screwed. That's a lot of burn that's going to come out. And I didn't get the triple cast on my Jabalion.
Like my crew says
Oh,
at the bar,
holy schmacks.
another round.
Did I just run through both of his health bars that quick? Okay, I didn't think I did. I literally looked up and I was like, oh, well, there goes his first health bar, but I don't think we make it through the second one, and then he died. Sometimes I get too focused looking at my own health bar. Then notice when the other person's is getting grinded down. I think now is when we need to start spending money on health. Not too much, but enough to keep scaling. We have this too, we're getting a little bit of health at the beginning of each day, but doing it with chocolate bars is also really good. I do like the idea of sharpening stone, but again, any XP I can get, I'm taking. Because I want to race to 10 as quickly as I can. And we'll get to 7 pretty quick on this day. And hopefully we can start getting a level ahead at some point before too long. Especially on Pig, I want to get my health up. You can see the Jabalion bow right there when it can triple cast. That's why we want to get as much health as we can, so before somebody can knock me lower than them, this guy can go off. Just it being 9 seconds is kind of tough. Really wanted to get a ticket there, but if we don't go to the temple, it's really not the worst thing in the world. I could use this technically, the skill he has, Jury Rigger, but I want the ATM from this guy so we can just get more income, and Shark Claws would actually be interesting too. I mean, you're doing 30 every time you go off, but you would go off quicker, especially with haste. And if I can get you to gold, it'd be nice extra little buffs across the board. So I wouldn't mind that, because I mean, imagine if this guy was perma-hasted every 2.5, and he could do like, what is it, 40 of a diamond? Weapons have damage equal to your income. Okay, that's literally perfect for us. And then we'll upgrade the Jabalion here, so we can go ahead. Was it 3 damage, 1 second haste? I don't know what improves on that. 2 seconds haste, 6 damage, so it literally doubles both of those. I wasn't sure if the haste improved, but it does. That's really cool to see. And then we'll get the second Jabalion drum here. Okay. Sorry, I had to try to look for it. I will roll on this, because there's some stuff I could sell. Property, chocolate bar, spare change, truffle is not the worst thing in the world. Let's look at this. It's hard to pass that up. And he buys smalls for an increased amount, so... poison burn. Flashbang interesting, but our strategy here really just needs to be weapon spam. which if I can even get more smalls on board that were going off quick like these guys, I'd be completely interested in it. But this is basically our main engine, and when these guys do go off, it's like just the big hit on top. This is perfect because we want to try to get that shield to last long enough that this gets a triple cast. That is seeing as if we have more health than him to begin with, because he could technically have a bigger health bar than me, but I highly doubt he does. 16, 26, yeah, okay, I have a little bit more health than him. He doesn't have any poison, so unless he can get... Oh, he has a little bit of poison from Copperhead, but not enough that he should be able to get through before I can go off with this triple cast. And that triple cast is going to hit really hard. And it's not going to be needed. He's dead. And that's kind of what I'm saying, why I want more small items, so I can just keep doing that, because that's splashing much more than these guys really ever are. Did Lumbors even go off? It did. Oh yeah, it did pretty good damage. Okay. Maybe a yo-yo would be peak. Or, excuse me, a slingshot. I would be very interested in that. Free shield item. I mean, I could just get a weapon from here, because it could be a weapon from anybody. A narwhal. Another low cooldown weapon. I'm actually interested in that. So let's look for another weapon that's low cooldown and small. You don't technically use a property. You're too slow. You kind of interest me. We'll see for your passive.
Make me proud.
Okay, well then you can stay on board.
I fight alongside you.
Yeah, because that's 40 scaling. That's huge. Healergan region. Yeah, that's an obsidian cuckery. Like, it's a really cool idea. And I'll even keep it in the bag for later. It's all of our money. We're kind of trying to kill before Jabaling even goes off. To be honest with you, I'm going to do this. You're both 4 seconds. You can run out of ammo, though. You can't. So I'll put you there. And we'll keep you over there. Yep, I think that's what we're going to run for now. Then when we do fall below half health, we can slow all their items for 2 seconds, which could give us the time we need to actually go off and go crazy. I really want Bonk. I'm sitting here, though, and I'm like, if I ever had a chance to beat Radiant Corsair in his new version, I think it's now. And that's not saying we're going to beat him. Like, we could easily fall down here, and I'm starting to think we will. We're going to run out of ammo on this Uzi in just a second. Yeah, we're going to die. Okay. Jeez, I mean, ugh. I know he's so much stronger now, but I'm like, well, this is about to do 500 damage. Jeez, I usually never fight him now. And every time I do, I remind myself why. You think you have a crazy run, and then you hit that. I mean, just some basic damage is nice. Honestly, that's really nice, too. I think I'm not going to pass that up. That's 24% crit chance across the board. I want to keep getting health if I can. I want to upgrade these small items as well. Oh, what the heck? I'm just putting money into this bee, by the way, and I'm going to sell the bee at some point. I'm just going to keep going health. Spending on it is maybe not the smartest thing in the world. But we're going to get another monster here, which is nice. Oh, I have a stash glitch. That's what happened. Can they fix this, please? Like, it's been long enough that this hasn't been addressed. And I was trying to record a Mac run yesterday for you guys. Ended up not being that good, so I didn't publish it. But I had a next level stash glitch where I had this crazy relic run going, and I had this excavation tool, a gold one on the board. It was my engine for everything, right? And I had this stash glitch, and it was on top of like my idol of poisoned idol decay. I put the idol away in my bag, go to the main menu, come back into the game, and they just deleted my excavation tool. I even went back to the main menu again just to like make sure maybe it would reload. Nope, they completely just destroyed my item, which ruined my engine, and then my run fell apart from there. And I was like, are you kidding me? I genuinely feel like I can't win with this game nowadays. I mean, the current meta is like really, really annoying. That's awesome. But that was like next level. You've got to be kidding me. Technology. Okay. You are doing well. You're not flawless like us. It was level 7. Are we level 7 as well? I think we are, because we couldn't... We messed up fighting the Corsair. No, I'm level 8. Are you level... Yeah, you are level 7. I thought it was like, maybe I was misreading that for a second. Okay, now here's where we're screwed from Rex Specs and the Dinosaur Funky Bunch. Please not the yo-yo. Okay, that's our scaling, but honestly, it's the item that I want him to hit. If we're ever going to get something destroyed, I want it to be the Lumbors, to be completely honest with you. The Lumbors or the Pepper Spray. But these 4 items, especially the yo-yo, we want to keep up. And if they want to hit the Uzi, by the time they hit the Uzi, it's probably going to be most of its ammo gone, so... Let's just check apparel, I guess.
Fine, but let's make
Is chasing items or dinosaurs? Yeah, that's what I want. Bad blocker is going to be a no. I'm not even gonna entertain anything in there. Economic items? I don't think I'm really using any economic items. I kind of just... Okay. 2 diamond spare change every day? I like that. Can I beat Dragon? I mean, I could beat Corsair, but I can beat Dragon, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm literally only doing this because we got that free fight yesterday and kept up an XP. And I'm 1 XP away, so no matter what, I'm going to hit level 9 here. But this is maybe stupid. We're about to see. I think we're good. Yeah. See? Like, when you have a strong run, that's what a legendary fight should look like. In my opinion. I don't know. Sure, we'll take 20 region. Not all Jabalians are pacifists, bro. Did you know that? You have 2 income. If you have at least 25 gold, gain an additional 2. And we have this skill. Your weapons have damage equal to your income, so all of our items are going to gain 4 more damage there. That's pretty sick. 5 gold is nice. Non-weapons, I really do want the Jabalian drum all the way. But also we could just start with 25 extra damage or 300 health. Let's do the damage. I mean, 25 across the board is pretty sick. Oh, we can get a ticket. Okay. I didn't really care if I went to the temple or not, but the thing is, if we get what I want from the temple, to put it bluntly and say it right now, I don't want any of the medium or large relics. I want... What is that? Trebuchet? Okay, they're weapon spamming too. This might be a little scary, to be honest. I want one of these small relics that you just sell it and it augments something with obsidian or poison. That's what I want. So, because what is Jabalian obsidian? Does it make everything double damage bonus? Obsidian, when you use a weapon, deal 30 damage. So no, it actually makes the drum weapon itself. I don't really like when they do that. I think when there's a weapon or an item like Orange Julian, when you make him obsidian, he gives you double damage bonus when he goes off. And I think that's what obsidian damage scalers should do. We're just gonna do obsidian. I'll probably just go boulder because there's no way I don't smack this down before 20 seconds, you know. Tripwire's kind of annoying with its slows, but also we're charging and stuff. Get some scaling right there. And then he's gonna die in just a second here. So yeah, we want a small relic that can give us a good enchant. I mean, even like poison on one of these guys, probably the yo-yo, could go pretty crazy. Well, I said that, and now we have the chance to do it. Actually, let me check the drum again. What do you do for toxic? When you use weapon, poison 3. When you use weapon, burn 4. What do you think? We just burn 4? When you use weapon... Oh, that's... I mean... Dude. Let's just burn drum. I want just as much rushdown as possible. And burn is a lot of help for rushdown. Maybe we can look for some cinders and salamander pups maybe from Curio or whatnot after this. We might get cinders here. No. Oh, we have no room. Oh, alright, we got these. Cuckery, I don't think you're coming back. Go away, B. We don't need you anymore because we're already in. Okay. Good simplification there. We're just going to put everything in the bag, little bro, and then go from there. It's a lot of good money for us, though. Even if we don't get a relic we can get use out of here, it's not too big of a deal because we got a lot of resources from this day. Can I beat Komats? She kind of scares the hell out of me, to be honest with you, so I'm just not going to go there. Because this guy we could definitely beat. Let's see how much burn we can put on this guy. I feel like a good bit. 17, 22, 29, 30, 30, 46, 50. Yeah, I mean, that's not a nothing. You know what I mean? That's not a nothing amount of burn. It's not a great amount of burn at day 9, but it's there. Toxic Fang is actually really interesting. Because you're 3 seconds with poison. You have a nice crit chance on you. I could take this out. I just like the slow that it can give us. But again, like the rush down with all these items that are lower cooldowns is so nice. So 3 seconds, 2 seconds, charging. Small relic? Nope. Shoot. Yeah. No Frost is like better damage scaling Jabalion, but with no haste. Yeah, I mean, when you freeze, poison, or burn, I mean, quite literally, we could put this on the board instead of the Lumbors. And then every time we poison, and every time a weapon goes off, it would burn with the Jabalion drum. Yeah, actually, very interesting. When you freeze, poison, or burn, charge this. I mean, this would be good too. Let's look at this for a second. So again, every time an item goes off, it's going to burn and then get 5 more burn on the drum. So the drum will actually do a meaningful amount of burn. None of these are relics, right? You're a relic. But do you... You don't get used, technically. I'm just going to put you over there just to check. I don't really care about hotspot that much. I'm just interested about this. Because you yourself will gain burn. Okay, this guy got some good wins under his belt, but then went to lethal, which means he does have his lethal enchant. He is level 10, so he has that enchant too. So he should be an enchant up on us, although we do have a Toxic Fang. That's, possibly scary. Is that a... Okay, I thought that sound might have been shiny. Oh my god, look at that burn.
Bring her about.
You know what? I'm thinking he's not that scary. Jesus. That's kind of what I was looking at there. How many times do you even go off place, Hal? No, okay, so you're not getting used. I was pretty sure it did not. I was like 99.9% certain it did not. But I wanted just to check. So we'll put that back on the right side just because, I don't know, something in my head likes when Jabalion's on left. Which is weird because when I use Crow's Nest, I like when Crow's Nest is on the right. I really want to look for smalls. But if we can get a slow enchanted item here,
And their rage resembles peace.
I'll buy it because I have a lot of money. No. I need to sell some stuff, I think. Wow, heavy crystal bonsai. Why does that look shiny instead of heavy? I mean, doesn't it? It's like glowing with the light of God's golden anus. Heavy Rain Kings are interesting too. Obviously, they're slower than all these, but, you know, probably better than this. Especially if I can get it upgraded. Let me think. Oh yeah, you two can go. Let me see. Let me see what their damage looks like. He's gonna remember we have this skill too. So it'll really get some good damage from the income. So it's at 24 base. When it goes in, it's at 52 times 2 base. Yeah, and then it punches twice, which means it burns twice, which means it scales the burn on this twice. Yeah, I'm thinking we do that instead of Narwhal, because this has better crit chance. We want that instead of Narwhal. Okay. I'm talking like this really makes much of a difference when in reality it most likely won't, because we're doing Jabalion Drum activities. +1 value. Does value matter? This is income. Oh. Okay. Well, Juggler is useless for us. Morgaloth. Technically, we could use his first half of times use an item each fight, charge 1 item from another hero, because we have Uzi from Dooley and Revolver from Vanessa. So quite literally, we could get started even faster than we already are. Which I know sounds stupid, and that's because it is. Okay. It's actually pretty funny. I would never get it off because I'm usually killing by the time I get that long into a fight. But quite literally, it would have times for a multicast, which is kind of funny. Also, we just got Obsidian enchant. Just gonna... there's no point putting it on you because you don't even go off. I kind of want to put it on Ring Kings, but it's smartest on Yo-Yo because Yo-Yo is the thing going crazy. And this thing isn't even a gold tier yet. It's literally just silver, which is insane. But that's okay because we're going to get a Yo-Yo right here. Well, we can't all be winners, but I certainly can be, and we're going to hope we can show that off right now. And, sure. Let's see. Barbletooth. Bartlebooth. I cannot read that guy's name right. He's doing really well. Diamond tier player too, so he's playing a lot, and he's also weapon spamming. Obsidian weaponized core, knife set. It's got some interesting stuff going here. It's gonna have some freeze, which really does suck for us, to be completely honest with you. But saying that I cared would be probably an overstatement, because I don't. If that went off, we wouldn't even, you know, a 7% crit chance. Yeah, I wasn't even scared. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe you should start playing Pig and ranked, because you can just do that, apparently. And go kind of crazy with it. Sure, I screenshot that. That looks pretty nice. I don't know what you guys think, but I like a perfect victory. I don't get to see that screen very often. I might have a 10 banger chest here now that I have 6 chests from that, so give me a second. I'm going to rank up all the way to silver 2 there. Very nice. Got a lot of points. So we're almost to gold. That's pretty sick. And level up again. Yeah, I'm trying to get as far in the past as I can before the season ends here. Do I get another chest on this tier or a ticket? Another chest. Okay. If you didn't see my video from yesterday, I did a 20 chest opening at the end of the video. So if you want to see... Oh, why can't you click that chest button? I was like interested if you could. I never tried it. If you want to see that many chests open, go watch that. I think you would enjoy that video. Very nice Vanessa run we had there. Another 10 winner there, and I'm not going to spoil it too much for you, but it was a very good run with an insane amount of scaling. Okay, I don't think I got anything new there, but regardless, still some nice stuff. And we'll save the rest of our chest until we can get 6 more and then do another 10 banger. But really appreciate you guys watching. If you want to join the Discord, you can always join that down the link in the description. If you want to use my code Roger10 on Advanced GG, if you want to buy any of that product, you can get 10% off your order, or just click the link below. It'll automatically apply that coupon code as you get to checkout. I really hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, you want to like, comment, subscribe, and especially hit that notification bell so you get these directly to your inbox every single day. I would highly appreciate that. But that's it for me today. So as always, have a great day.